Hey guys, how's it going? Dex here. Okay, so I decided to do a little like my thoughts or reactions review of the E3 2018 press conferences because I've never done that before, and I feel like that would be some good content for you guys, I guess, if you want to know of my stupid opinions. So first up is EA, Electronic Arts, and I gotta be honest, I actually saw the conference a day late because I was out of town yesterday, so I'm actually recording this like a few hours before Microsoft's upcoming conference. Alright, so EA, the first one to start it all like they usually do, and what can I say about EA? They really do the same conferences every single year. Here's something that I would like to say about EA is that like, I tend to say like, okay, every single year they're pretty much the same, and there's nothing really that exciting going on except for maybe like one or two announcements. But yeah, I usually say like the very beginning and then the very end of the I almost say conventions. The very beginning and the very end of the conferences are the most exciting parts about the EA's conferences, but and usually, mostly because in the middle parts they throw in the sports stuff because they need to get it out there. And something that baffles me is that, okay, so sure, they gotta show the sports games like the FIFAs, the NBAs, the Maddens, and I don't think they showed NHL, but whatever, sports games nonetheless. Thing is, like, we, like, if I dare to say, like, gamers, we don't necessarily care all that much. Well, the majority doesn't really care about the sports games and such, but we can't deny that there is a huge audience for these games, and they show, and they sort of like have to show them, considering they're the biggest like franchises that they own, and a lot of people play them, a lot of people buy them like every single year. And but the problem is, well, it's not a problem, but the thing is like, the majority who play those games, like the FIFA, Madden, whatever, most of them don't even know what E3 is. Like, they mostly just play those kind of games. So, I'm pretty damn sure that those people don't even watch the conferences because they don't really care about anything else gaming-wise. They mostly just care about FIFA and maybe like one or two other games. But like I said, they don't watch this. They don't know what's going on. All they know is that every single year there's gonna be a new FIFA, Madden, NBA, whatever, and every single year they're going to buy it. And that's how it is. And to us, like actual quote-unquote gamers, we don't care too much, and we are always wondering like, why do they keep showing this stuff like every single year? Because it's just gonna be the same thing over and over again, and they're gonna show it again over and over again every single year. But the thing is, like, these press conferences are not just for us consumers, it's also for like commercialism and the people or companies that work in the industry. So they gotta show us like all of the what we consumers would assume is unnecessary stuff. But that's just how press conferences are. Like, sure, we want to see new games, we want to see like awesome games or whatever the hell, but they gotta get this stuff out of the way. And sports games is a big part of EA, like EA Sports is a big part, of course, and they need to show that, and what better way to do it at E3. Even though they don't really have to, because these games sell like hotcake anyway. Okay, so never mind that. Never mind the sports games. We're gonna get to the other stuff. Okay, so the first thing they showed was Battlefield 5, and it's another Battlefield game. I was a huge fan of Battlefield until 3 came out, and some of you people may know that I really didn't like Battlefield 3 because one of my favorite games of all time is Battlefield 2. Like, not Bad Company 2, but Battlefield 2, which came out in 2005, I think. Yeah, and then it went completely bananas after that. So I played 3, I played 4, I played 1. All of them to me, are pretty much the same. Some new features here and there, but it's just like your like swashbuckling kind of game. It's not like strategic or tactical anymore like the early Battlefield games were. It's more like you're on the battlefield, run around, shoot, and you will die. You're basically a pawn of chess, except unless you actually try to be like, oh, I'm a medic, I'm gonna help aid you guys, and I'm actually gonna like contribute to the team other than just shooting people. So yeah, Battlefield 5 takes place in World War II, and we saw this announcement a couple of weeks back, I think, and a lot of people got pissed because a woman was at the cover of the game. To me, that's really fucking cool because I like playing as female characters in games because I feel like they're more interesting and such. But other than that, like, will I play Battlefield 5? Maybe, but very rarely so. I'm probably just gonna buy the game, play it with a bunch of friends for a while. They will probably keep on playing it, but I'll probably stop. And now they also said, wait, hold on. Yeah, they also said like no loot boxes or like premium pass, whatever they call it. And people applauded, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool of them if they're gonna stick with it. But it's weird to me that people start applauding now over those kind of announcements because it's as if like people are now used to like seeing these kind of like loot boxes and stuff appearing in games now that it's become such a common thing that people are applauding over the fact that we're not gonna get it anymore. Which is one, cool, but it's also weird that it's become a staple for a very short time, especially after the Battlefront 2 fiasco. Oh yeah, they also announced Battle Royale for Battlefield, so we're gonna see Battlefield 5 like PUBG mode. Which, I don't know, it could be cool, I guess. We've been seeing a lot of like Battle Royale games nowadays. I haven't played many aside from like DayZ and then H1Z1 and now PUBG, and PUBG is the one that I've got stuck with. And I tried Fortnite, I really don't like it. I played like a good 20 matches or something, did not like it. I went back to PUBG and it's fine by me. But if anything comes and like topples over PUBG, I'm all for it because PUBG is pretty broken. Anyway, yeah, they announced some premium like they announced some like premium kind of deal for Origin, which is basically just like a membership kind of thing where you get games for free or whatever, kind of like Xbox Game Pass or PS Plus or whatever it's called. I think it's called PlayStation Plus. What, you know what I'm talking about. Cool, I guess, but a lot of people, I know a lot of people would just like to stick to Steam, but if they want to play EA games, they gotta use Origin, which is kind of a little bummer because Origin is a little bit stinky, but it works, but the majority uses Steam, of course, but can't really do anything about that because EA has Origin and they want to release all their games on Origin, so we just gotta have to deal with that. I'm not really complaining, but yeah, like I said, I prefer Steam. And then we got like, actually this is like, this next one is actually the one that I got most excited for. Sadly, they didn't show anything of this thing, which was a Star Wars game. I think they call it Jedi Fallen Order. And to me, that like, as soon as he like said the word Jedi, I immediately thought like Jedi Academy. Jedi Academy is one of my favorite Star Wars games and one of my favorite games of all time. And as soon as he said Jedi and then like Fallen Order, I was like, I got like this like Jedi Academy flashback in my head. I was like, oh my god, is it that kind of game? And it's not made by DICE, I think, yeah, which is kind of cool and exciting to see. So as they were talking about it, I was hoping they were gonna show a trailer or something, even like a cinematic trailer, but that didn't happen. So I was a little disappointed at that, but I certainly do want to see more of what the hell Jedi Fallen Order is, because I like Jedis, okay? I like lightsabers. So yeah, that got me the most excited out of the whole conference. Sadly, didn't get to see anything of it, only like small details and information. And then they jumped over to Battlefront 2, where they like openly and actually admitted that they did something wrong when they released the game back in November, because, well, you know, the whole like loot boxes kind of thing, where a lot of people got upset, including me. I didn't even buy the game, and they like mentioned, like, and they said like multiple times, sorry for this, sorry for that, blah blah, like we will improve in the game. It's been half a year now, and they like are actually starting now, which is kinda weird. You're kinda late, you guys. You're a little bit late. I mean, sure, okay, it's cool that they are actually changing it, if they actually are now, like if they're actually gonna improve from the wrongdoings that they did. And at the same time, they announced some like more characters like around the Clone Wars era, which is really cool because I really like the Clone Wars. Especially like I watched the animated series, I watched the entire thing, and it's really cool. And seeing more of that happen in an actual like, well, fucking like Battlefront, just that alone is cool. Sadly, I'm not playing the game, and I'm not planning to unless the price goes way down. So yeah, there's that. What else we've got? We've got, oh yeah, we got two cool indie games actually. Unravel 2, which I believe is from a Swedish company up north, I think. I did not play the first Unravel. I actually thought that when they showed it on at the conference, I actually thought it was still the first game. I didn't know the game was out yet, so I thought we were gonna talk about the first game again, like saying like, yeah, it's gonna get released like now or whatever the hell. And then when they said it was like Unravel 2, I'm like, oh, the first game is already out. That's how late I was. I'm not a big indie game guy, but yeah, it looks cool. Would I like to play it? Sure, but I don't think I would spend money on it. Like, I'm not interested enough to like play it, and it's cool that it came out like today. Well, yesterday now. So if people like like that game, cool. I mean, it looks really cool. It looks interesting and shit, but I probably wouldn't get my hands on it. And then the other one, Sea of Solitude, which at first I was like, whatever. It just looks like your like sea scavenging game or whatever. But then they actually showed a trailer, and I was like, oh wow, that actually looks cool. The character looks cool, cute even. I like my monster girls. Yeah, Sea of Solitude looks, it looks fun. It looks interesting. And you're saying like there's a deep story to it, and I love story deep games. So if that is a big aspect of the game, then I'll check it out. I'll probably get it. It looks cool from what I saw. So yeah, there's that. What else we got? We've got, oh yeah, when they show fucking NBA Live and Madden, and honestly, I gotta be honest. Since I watched the conference a day late, it was recorded. It wasn't live streamed this time. So when the sports parts happened, I just skipped through it because I don't care about them. Not a lot of people do, except for the people who buy them, but they don't care about E3, I guess. So I just like skipped through it until the next announcement happened. So that's what I did. I think I did that last year too, because I was out of town last year as well. So my girlfriend and I were watching the conference the day after, and we just like skipped through and just like, okay, we don't care. Let's see. Oh, this is a very weird one, to me at least. Like, the show is like, I thought it was gonna be like a MOBA game for mobile, which it kind of looked like, but it was like this little like teeny tiny RTS kind of game, which is like base here, and just like a little thingy here, just going at it. And then they had this like showcase of like two guys, like two pro players, like playing the game against each other on stage. And what's odd to me is that this mobile game went on for like 15-20 minutes, which is very odd to do at a press conference, especially just for a mobile game. And then afterwards they announced that it was a Command and Conquer game. It was Command and Conquer Rivals, and I was like, huh, there's Command and Conquer. I wonder what happened to that franchise. It's on mobile now. Okay, that is a little weird. Like, Command and Conquer is an RTS game, and this is also an RTS game, but it's very, very, very downscale. And I was like, okay, well, that's weird. Cool, I guess. I like rarely play mobile games at all. I don't even play any games on my iPad. I don't play any games on my phone, except for like some like stupid like poker games or something like that, just to like pass the time. But stuff like that. Oh well, I play Hearthstone, but fucking does that count? I played on PC mostly. But yeah, it's just Command and Conquer on mobile. Cool, I guess. Weird to me, but it's cool. And then after that was the big like the big A, the big Anthem. Anthem looks cool. It looks cool. It's made by BioWare. I love Mass Effect. I'm starting to get into Dragon Age. And what I love those games for are the stories, like, and if they're gonna have, like, as they said, if I heard them correctly, they're gonna have a big story for this game as well. But is it RPG-ish? Can you make your own choices? Well, they said that, didn't they? They said that you can make your own choices and whatever. If it's gonna be like Mass Effect or Dragon Age or whatever, then I'm all for it. Flying around looks cool. All the battle mechanics, like, it reminds me of Mass Effect Andromeda, which was actually the highlight of that game because I played it. I played a good like 20 hours of Andromeda, and one of the things that I really liked about the game was the combat, because I really liked that you could like jump up and then like hover in the air and like which seemed that you can do that a lot in Anthem, and I really enjoy that. And flying around, like, it looks cool and stuff. Like I like doing the avoiding and shit, and just like fighting. There was this little small like 5-second clip of one of the guys like flying up to like a big like giant or whatever, and he was like shooting rockets at him, and then like dodging him, like doing like barrel rolls in the air or whatever. That was only on there for like 5 minutes. But yeah, they showed a lot of gameplay and a lot of what the game is about. The thing is that it's like multiplayer, when you're doing the missions, like in the open world. But when you go back to the base or whatever, it's single player again, which is like, okay, that's new. We'll see if that goes well or whatever, and if the balancing works out well or whatever. But yeah, I will keep my eye on it. It looks pretty damn cool, and I'll probably get it. So yeah, final thoughts. EA, every single year, not really that exciting. Nothing new. Like, we all already know that the sports game is gonna come out. The only new thing was the Jedi Fallen Order thing and like Sea of Solitude, and the rest we already knew was coming. And it's cool that they showed off a little more. But yeah, EA, just your typical boring conference. Nothing exciting, nothing new really. But yeah, that's their conferences every single year. So I give them a 4 out of 10. Like, not good, but I mean, I didn't expect much. I knew that it was gonna be like this, so yeah. 4 out of 10. Okay, next up is Microsoft. Let's see what they have in store for us. Signing out.